they found Jim Twu belly up in the bathtub at the Dream Inn, wearing nothing but a luchador mask, a feather boa, and one pink crock. Just one. The other was floating in the toilet, for reasons unknown. The maid said she heard accordion music coming from room 217. Thought it was an Eastern European wedding. Turned out to be a crime scene with more question marks than a Riddler convention. There was an alpaca in the bathroom. Not a painting. Not a statue. A live, chewing alpaca. He was wearing sunglasses and chewing bubblegum. Jim would have loved that part. He always had a thing for animals with accessories. Now Jim Twu was no ordinary man. He identified loudly and proudly as a 300-pound black lesbian in transition. Called himself Notorious BLT. That's Black Lesbian in Transition, he'd say. And don't forget the mayo. He said it so often we nearly added it to his nameplate. Jim had a sense of humor that could peel paint off the walls. Raunchy, irreverent, downright perverted at times. He made sailors blush and the FCC agents sweat. Once tried to install a hot tub in the KSCO studio. Said it was for acoustics. But under all that noise was more noise. And maybe a little bit of genius. The coroner said there were no signs of trauma. No bruises, no scratches. Just a faint scent of vanilla pudding and an unsettling number of glitter particles lodged in places glitter should not be. They found a note scrawled in red lipstick on the bathroom mirror. No more limericks. You were warned. And all over his body, phrases written in what happened to be eyeliner. Rest in peace, Jim Twu. Too to be true. And how much chalk now, Jim? See, Jim used to say if he ever got murdered, they'd need a dump truck of chalk to outline the body. Said the CSI team would have to rent a cherry picker. He wasn't wrong. Now, who'd want him dead? The mime he heckled on air for 15 minutes straight? The psychic he called a fraud with fringe? The mayor's aide he once hit on at a city council meeting dressed as a Viking? Or maybe it was the juggler from the Christmas parade. Jim stole his act, rewrote it as erotic mime, and called it Cirque de Sotu. Any of them had motive, but none had flair. And this murder had flair. What really gets me is the rubber chicken, found on the nightstand, drenched in cologne, laying next to a copy of Zen and the Art of Sensual Butchery. That ain't just murder. That's a message. Someone wanted to silence Jim Twu, but the truth is you can't. Because no matter what corner of the underworld he's wandering through now, you can bet he's still making inappropriate jokes and calling himself the Notorious BLT. And somewhere, right now, an alpaca is quietly weeping.